On Tuesday, the United Nations Assistance Mission for Iraq urged Erbil and Baghdad to come together for negotiations. The appeal comes after the Kurdish region of Iraq overwhelmingly voted for independence in late September. But since then, Iraqi government forces has seized a swath of Kurdish-controlled territory. Bayan Sami Abdul Rahman, Kurdistan's regional government representative to the U.S., is in our Washington bureau. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
All right, the first question. Iraq's cabinet has proposed cutting the Kurdish share of the country's revenue in the 2018 budget. It's a move that Kurdish officials say is aimed at punishing them for moving forward with their independence referendum. Is there truth to the Kurdish claim?
Well, yes. Previously, the agreement was that we would have 17.5% of the Iraqi budget as Kurdistan's share. Now the proposed draft budget for 2018 cuts that to 12.5%. So it's a drastic cut, which is not explained by facts on the ground. At the same time, it doesn't take account of the displaced people that were sheltering in Kurdistan, the Christians, the Yazidis, the Arabs, Turkmen and others. 1.8 million displaced Iraqis and Syrian refugees are being taken care of by the KRG, or the Kurdistan Regional Government. How will we manage to take care of them and our own population with such a budget cut?
All right, so if the cuts are approved by the Iraqi parliament, what would that do to the relationship between Baghdad and Erbil?
Well, you know, we have been ready for dialogue and we remain ready for dialogue. Baghdad is using economic and military pressure on Kurdistan, as you said, since we had the referendum on independence in September. Now we are asking for unconditional dialogue. Baghdad says it wants dialogue, but at the same time is taking steps that indicate otherwise. We're ready for discussions at any time, and we urge our friends in the United States to press Baghdad to begin that dialogue with us.
So what is the feeling among the Kurds since Iraqi Kurdistan President Barzanis stepped down last week?
Well, President Barzani's term came to an end on November the 1st, and so his term ended. There are many who are very, very sad by this. He has many loyal supporters, but he remains president, or head rather, of the Kurdistan Democratic Party, which is one of the main political parties in Iraqi Kurdistan.
All right, and a final question for you. As we mentioned, the UN is urging dialogue between Baghdad and Erbil. What needs to happen next to reach a compromise?
As I said, we're ready for dialogue at any moment. We just need to begin. There are many areas of shared interest. We are defeating ISIS, but after ISIS, there will be ISIS-2 or Al-Qaeda. We have the issue of justice and accountability for the genocide against the Yazidis and Christians. It's in our collective interest to bring about justice for those perpetrators. We also have an economy that we share. So there are many areas where we need compromise and dialogue, but we just need that dialogue to begin.
All right, Bayan Sami Abdul Rahman, thank you.
Thank you.